Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Ayobami, and I'm so happy you're here today with me. And today we're going to be looking at the last Sunday of 2025. Reflect, release, and rise. So, welcome back once again. I'm glad you're here. If you have families and friends and loved ones that you would like to invite, please click share, invite them, leave a comment for me in the comment section, and let's build a community together. So, today we're going to look at the year 2025 on this um, topic is a call to reflect on the journey so far and to release all negative energies so that we can rise in 2026. And I want us to do something because the fact that you're watching me shows that you made it to the last Sunday of 2025. And I want you to take a pause for a moment. I want you to take a deep breath because this isn't just another Sunday. It is a sacred checkpoint between what has been and what is about to be. And today, as we look back, 2025 came with his own story. I don't know which stories you have. I don't know what kind of story you have, but 2025 came with his own story. Some chapters made you smile, some tested your strength, some stretch you in ways you never expected. Maybe this year taught you patience. Maybe it taught you resilience, or maybe it simply taught you to survive when quitting felt easy. So this 2025, what is your story? What story has 2025 got for you? Some could be loss of loved ones. This 2025, I lost my immediate younger brother, and it was so painful. And it's a very, very, it's not a good place to be, I tell you. So that's part of my 2025 story. So for you, what is your 2025 story? What are your wins? What are the shortcomings you experience? You know, so that is how we can move on. Because when we don't understand our journey, when we don't understand the lessons each of those journey, each of those pain, brought our ways, there's a possibility for us to carry on so much pains and disappointment and hunger, into the new year. So I want to encourage you that even despite all that, you've gone through in this 2025, I just want to tell you that you're doing well. I want to tell you that you're strong. I want to tell you that you're brave. I want to tell you that God still have you in mind. I want to tell you that God still loves you, irrespective of whatever 2025 brought your way. God is still interested in you and is calling on to you this afternoon. And I pray that He will help you to understand your journey so far and be able to learn the lessons and release the negative energies that your stories might have, been engaged with, and help you to rise as we move forward into 2026. So you may not be where you wanted to be, but I want to assure you that you are no longer where you used to be. At least you've moved an inch. That you're even coming here, that you're listening to me, it shows you are no longer where you used to be, where nothing makes sense to you, where you just don't want to hear any other person talk to you. You just want to be. But the fact that you're here today, it means you've taken a step of faith and you're helping yourself to heal. You're helping yourself to release negative energy. You're helping your journey into rising. So I celebrate you, and I want to tell you that, you know, you may not be all that you had wanted to be yet, but God has not finished with your story. It does not matter the story that 2025 had written on your behalf or for you, or that you have written it yourself. What matters is what is the story of God concerning you. Because before you were formed, He has known you, He named you. So God is not done with you, even though 2025 is ending in a few days. God is not ending with you yet. He's still writing your stories. Okay? So please relax. So also I want you to know that growth doesn't always look loud. Sometimes it looks like staying. Sometimes it looks like learning, you know. So, and sometimes it looks like choosing peace over pressure. You might think you're not growing. You might think you're not advancing. But if you relax and take a break, you will see all those little steps that you've been making. And it's to tell you that you're on your way. You're on the journey of becoming. So don't give up yet. Don't give up yet. So what 2025 taught us, it could be individually, it could be as a person, it could be as a community, or as a nation, or as a society. This year has reminded us of a few powerful truths, that not everything that broke us were meant to destroy us. If you look at your journey, there are so many things that broke you down, but yet you're not destroyed. That's the truth. And some delays were actually protection. Yes, I've seen countless, I've heard about people talking about missing their flights, or their flights got delayed, knowing that there's something ahead that God was trying to protect them or prevent them from, experiencing. And it was after the whole events might have, unfolded, that they can see the picture of how God has used the delay to protect them. So today, you might feel like you're being delayed. Don't worry. Maybe God is protecting you from a drastic something that could cost you your life, or your journey. Yes, I want you to start looking at it like that. Also, some endings were necessary for new beginnings. Yes, some things might have happened. Just like a student, for instance, if you're in first grade, you have to end first grade for a new chapter or second grade to begin. So that is how God is preparing us. Something at times, a lot of things had to go. A lot of weight had to be shared so that we can begin the new journey of greatness that God has for us. So 2025 taught us that rest is not a weakness. A lot of us don't rest. A lot of us do double shift. From one shift to the other, we don't rest. But 2025 for me as a person has taught me that rest is not a weakness, and that boundaries are not selfish. Boundaries are not selfish. They are boundaries, very necessary if you want to live a fulfilled life. And healing is not linear. So if this year humbled you, it was shaping you. See it as is a process of shaping you into your becoming. If it has slowed you down, I need you to see it like it was a process of preparation for you into your next level. And today, again, we're going to release, so that we can cross over with positive energy and attitude and skills and tools for us to, transact in the market of life come 2026. So as we stand at the edge of a new year, there are some things that we don't need to carry into 2026. You have to release yourself of guilt of what you couldn't fix. You have to release yourself of it, of things you couldn't fix, of things you think you could have done, but probably skipped your mind. Probably you just couldn't hold it together at that time. You need to release that guilt. Stop feeling guilty. Okay? Stop feeling guilty about things you couldn't fix because you're human. Stop, release yourself from the weight of expectations that weren't yours. Maybe you're carrying too much, so many demands on you. The weight is so much. You need to release yourself of those that are not yours. So that means you need to assess yourself. You need to assess all the things you're doing and see the things that are really expected of you that you're meant to do so that you can, live 2026 and rise to become. And also, the fear that whispers into your ears that says, what if it doesn't work? Always, anytime you have that thought that says, what if it doesn't work? I need you to do something. I need you to think of immediately. I need you to counter it and say, what if it works? Say, life is a risk. A lot of great people have achieved one height or the other. People have, been able to provide solutions in different fields, careers, and areas of life. Yes, there were times they doubted themselves, but they conquered their fear, the doubt, by thinking that what if it actually works? They see failure as a stepping stone to success. They don't see failure as a shame. They see failure as a learning process, meaning that if you did something yesterday and you did not make it, you didn't pass it, go back to it. It's telling you you have not learned the skills or the methodology to get the expected result of that thing. So don't say because it didn't work today, oh, I'm a failure. No, 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 you're not. You have not just mastered how to do it better. And the more you try, the more you practice, the better you become, and you're able to get that missing link or that recipe that you need for it to be a success. So let it go. Let it go. Stop blaming yourself. This is your permission to close that chapter. You need to close the chapter of failure, chapter of shame, chapter of incompetencies, chapter of guilt, chapter of fear. You need to close it. Close it up. So this is your permission to close the chapter. The chapter of bitterness against yourself because you did it wrong. Then you're bitter. The chapter of regret. You need to close it. Close it up so that 2026 can be a better space for you to thrive. So, and as we in looking ahead, I want you to look ahead with hope in 2026. 2026 doesn't need you to be perfect. 2026 does not need a perfect version of you. You only 2026 need these three things from you. Yeah, you heard me right. It needs you to be present. Being present means you're healthy, you're sound in your mind, you're healthy. You're taking care of yourself. You're showing yourself love. You're showing empathy on yourself. So you need to be present in 2026. That's number one thing 2026 needs from you. Number two is your willingness. You need to be willing to try again, willing to learn, willing to research, willing to hope, willing to work hard, even when your body is tired, willing to love yourself, willing to give yourself, the opportunity to grow, willing to take actions, willing to take risk. And number 3, you need to be hopeful. You need to be hopeful that you didn't achieve it last year does not mean you're not going to achieve it this coming year. Hopeful that with God's help and you doing your path, heaven is going to help your mortal body and quicken your steps onto that greatness. You need to be hopeful. So you need to be present in mind, in health. You need to be present in 2026. You need to be willing to push harder. You need to be willing to leave your comfort zones and make a move. And you need to be hopeful that a better tomorrow is coming. And also, I need you to remember that you don't have to figure everything out. You just need the courage to take the next step. Yeah, you don't have to figure everything out before you start. You just need the courage to start and continue to push, continue to push, continue to push. Always remember that you don't need everything figured out. All you just need is to show up with courage. Remember, new seasons respond to new mindsets. So if you want to achieve greatness, you need to change your mindset. You need to change the way you speak to yourself, the way you see things. You need to change it. You need new mindset to be able to do that. Remember that what you focus will grow. What you focus on will grow. What you believe will guide you like a map. You know, when you're driving to new terrains, new places you've never been, you have to put on your GPS. Some will even use GPS not because they don't know the route, but because they want to be able to know if there is traffic on the road, if there's police on the road, if there's accident on the road. You see that? So your belief will guide you. So your belief is like your GPS in the route of life. Is to guide you. Is to keep you guarded, grounded as well. And what you commit to will shape your future. If you don't commit to anything, nothing will happen. But if you commit to your future, you see the way things will begin to fall in places for you. And before you know it, 2026 will yield an increase unto you. And I pray for you today as we close out 2025. May you enter the new year with clarity, courage, and peace. I pray that what drained you will no longer define you, and that what tried to stop you only strengthen you, and that may the next chapter be wiser, lighter, and more purposeful for you. And if this message speak to you, or if this message had, ministered to you in any way, I want you to take a moment to like this video. I want you to subscribe to this channel. And I want you to share to a friend that needs to hear this, or someone you know that is going through a rough patch in life, and you think this could be a blessing to that person. I want you to please share it. And I want you to turn on your notification bell so that you can be notified whenever a new post, a new video comes on board. And also, please leave me a comment in the comment section below. Let me know what 2025 has taught you. What has 2025 taught you? What lessons did you learn? What is your story in 2025? Let's share together. Let's learn together. Let's rise together in this community. Thank you so much for working this year with us. I really, really do appreciate everyone who has joined. And I hope to see you all in 2026, bigger, stronger, and wiser. You hear what I said? See you in 2026. Yes, you that you're looking at me. See you in 2026. Stronger, wiser, and ready to flourish. Thank you so much for joining. My name is Ayobami. I'm so grateful to have you. Thank you, and do have a wonderful week ahead. Don't forget, show up, have the will, and be hopeful for 2026. And you see what will happen for you. A new story will begin, and it's going to be stories of greatness, of victory, of joy, and peace like never before. You are unstoppable. Always remember that. You're unstoppable once you're willing and you're hopeful. The sky is the beginning for you, not just is no longer limit, because that's all you need. So see you next time. Don't forget, please share, please subscribe, please leave me a comment in the comment section below. Let me know what story 2025 brought your way. And if this has been a blessing to you, please try and share to others so that we can all come together to learn and grow. Thank you very much. Till I see you next time. Bye. Bye.